Hey, welcome to Game Dev Weekly. If you're new here, I'm working on Hydroneer, a mining game where you dig for gold and other resources to build massive mining machines. If you want to play Hydroneer, check out my Patreon link below. For a minimum of $2, you can jump in the game right now and support the development. So I'm back working on Hydroneer, and it's time to get started on this brand new update. This is going to be pretty much the biggest update ever, and it's also going to be the final one that before the Steam release. So the first thing that I want to look at today is if we head over to the store. This is something that I've wanted to change for a very long time. I've only had a few comments about it, but it's something that just been on the bottom of the to-do list. And that is to change the lettering right here. Right now it's using the Unreal Engine default lettering, and you'll see this on a lot of crappy games where people don't bother to actually change this. It is a tiny bit complex to actually change it, that's probably why. But I think I'm going to go for some sort of like chalky, handwritten, scribbly lettering. Alright, so I've changed the font. Now it's kind of handwritten, looks a lot neater. We are missing the pound sign right here, but something that I'll explain later on in the video is we're actually not going to be using pounds anymore. I like the scribbly writing. I think it fits the game pretty well. The last thing I wanted to do with this new text is to show some of my appreciation to 3 people who have really helped me out during the development of Hydroneer. It's for various reasons, but I really wanted to just encase them somehow into the game. So I gave them an eternal resting place inside this graveyard. So there's 3 of them right here. Snaps, Works by a Hearst, and Envy. The next big thing to come up in this update is the rework of the cache system. What I've done is I've removed the cache in the top right corner and I've made it into a physical object. You can drop them together to form a bigger stack, and they have varying models as well. This is something I've always wanted to do, but I've always put it on standby. I've been waiting for a time when I'm actually going to reset the player's progress, so this is the perfect time to add it in. This works great with the other elements of the game since everything is held in front of you, and now the caches as well. You may also notice that there isn't the currency in the top right of the screen anymore, and that's now completely taken out, so if you load up a save now, it will not work. This next update is going to be completely fresh save since the map's going to be different as well. If you're a Patreon and you play the game and you still want to keep your previous save, I've made sure it doesn't overwrite a previous save. Alright, so now it's same method for selling items. You can see it says you get 324.60 coins. So press the sell button and the money will drop down into the bucket. The system works pretty much in reverse for buying items. So you pick up the coins, place them in the bucket, and then buy them through that. It'll deduct the coins from here, so you won't actually spend all of them. The last thing I'm going to show you this week is these vertical conveyor belts. You may remember a couple weeks ago we actually added in these conveyor belts here, and one of the things I wanted to add in later on was these vertical ones. What I've done is I've left in these boxes you can see here. These are components on the game object to see if there's a player or an item sitting on the conveyor, and then gives it some velocity to actually push it up. So you'll see here it works with all these different sizes. I've just got gold bars to test out here. It kind of flips it, which I actually think looks pretty cool. Goes up and up, and then it should drop off the end over there. I think the model looks really cool as well. We tried to copy the style of the other one just so they fit in really well, and I think that came out pretty nice. So you can see when it gets to the top, it kind of just drops off. This is going to be perfect for when you've got a really deep mine and you've got a lot of resources to get up to the top of your mine. And later on when we have some vehicles, you could park it right next to this and load it straight into the vehicles. Alright, that's going to do it for this week. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. As always, if you want to play the game, head over to my Patreon link below. And I'd like to thank my patrons for supporting me. It really means a lot and it really helps out on the development. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.